This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, and make sure you hit the hype button. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button right now. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so Waka Flocka says, y'all reaching with the Gucci boo. Stop putting me in the hate. So he does that. And just the day before that, he was like, I would never go against this. You know, I would never, celebrate Gucci Man getting robbed or whatever, right? Then he says F Gucci on stage. Then, right after the thing where, you guys are getting lost in all this, and he trolls Gucci Man's lyrics on the diss record to Pooh Shiesty. And it's like, dude, are you bipolar? Are you going through something? Are you okay, bro? Are you okay, man? Because, like, you seem like you're losing it. He trolls him right here.
To the paper, I was under duress.
It's like, Waka Flocka, shut up. We would not know who you were if it wasn't for your mom putting on Gucci Man and then Gucci Man putting you on. And then your mom helping your career. So you should just shut up and stay out of this one. Waka Flocka hasn't had a song since 2010. But Gucci Man has. Right? Waka Flocka has been all over. He's this major investor. Then he's a vegan. Then he's losing his girl. Then he's crying to get his girl back. Gets her back. Loses her again. Waka, chill. Okay? I mean, we all like Waka Flocka. We all like Gucci Man. Gucci Man's very suspect right now with this diss track. Let's be honest. The diss track is trash. I like Gucci Man. Shouldn't have dropped the song. It was rushed. You were the victim in it. It's not going to sound good coming from the victim side. Like, it just, there's nothing tough about this. This is more of a statement piece where it's like, hey, I didn't know that was going to happen. We went there. Me and Pooh Shiesty were fine. They set me up. They got me. You just got to admit they got you, I didn't say anything. I reported my jewelry stolen because it was stolen. I didn't know they had anything to do with, just play stupid, Play stupid, Free, and then say free Pooh Shiesty. Just go that route with it. That tends to work. Say, hey, man, I didn't know Pooh Shiesty has anything to do with that. That's the tact he should have took. But he's taking it like, oh, you're still signed to me and this and that. When, like, Gucci, you came up as, like, being this tough guy from the streets, the boogeyman. You would rob, you would talk about, I'll rob him, I'll do this. And you crashed out yourself in 2013 and went to jail. So to make fun of Pooh Shiesty for being a crash out, you're a crash out too. You're just more mature now. After going to jail for so long, I don't know, Pooh Shiesty didn't have the same experience you did in jail. It didn't wake him up at all. Now Pooh Shiesty's probably going to do 15 to 30. We'll get to Remy Ma in a minute. She destroyed PAPOOSE and Clarissa Shields. I mean, destroyed them. Okay, so we got Big Meech. He reacts to all this. He shouts out Gucci and shouts out Pooh Shiesty, who doesn't even really know, but he says he's very talented, but he knows Gucci Man. And he says, Gucci Man, I hope they both remain unscathed from this, which is definitely not going to happen, right?
He a real dude. I really can't say nothing bad about him.
If Big Meech gets robbed and has to report it to the police and talk to the police about him being robbed, does that make
do that?
All right. He would. I guarantee you, bro. I bet you he would, especially if it came to insurance of jewelry and stuff and it wasn't from the street. He would. Absolutely. I'm sorry. He would speak to the police. I mean, we already have links that he might have done something with, And then he's all like, he might have done something with Tammy Cowens. And then also, he's like, he should have just let him out the contract, this and that. Bro, you should have let your son be successful and do the show with 50, but you had to, because you wanted to be an executive producer so bad, and then you wanted to ruffle 50's feathers, and you played high school games by taking pictures with Rick Ross and all 50's enemies. Like, Big Meech is just a disappointment. That's all I could say. He's just a disappointment, Like, everyone thought he was going to come home and just maybe spread positivity and stuff like that. But he turned out to like destroy the BMF show, all this other stuff. Now 50 played his part in that too, but I'm just saying, you know. Now, remember, I forgot about this. Pooh Shiesty and Glorilla. I already thought this was weird back in early January, like January 1st. He was doing songs with Glorilla, and they were in studio together, and that song never came out. So we can all assume it got blocked, right? But why was he doing songs with Glorilla? Glorilla's down with Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti and Gucci don't get along, right? I know it's a Memphis thing, you know, but it's like at the same time, you were getting cozy with CMG back then. So there was an offer on the table back then from Yo Gotti through Big 30 and Glorilla. And he just had to figure out a way to get out of his deal with Gucci Man. He chose a different route, which is now going to land him in jail. You could say he's not going to be in jail, but he's going to jail, bro. Criminal lawyer believes Pooh Shiesty could serve 30 years. This guy's usually pretty right, okay? His name is Bruce Rivers, right? He reacts to a lot of these kind of cases. He's pretty spot on most of the time. He listed a bunch of stuff that, you know, it's federal. Judges don't like it when you blow a second chance, and he definitely, just him being involved in this is blowing your second chance, right? It's going to happen in Texas. Texas is harsh. Guns were involved. They forced Gucci Man to sign a contract. Judges don't play about contracts. Pooh Shiesty got a second. Judges hate when you throw away a second chance. Pooh Shiesty was unsupervised released with an ankle monitor and did all this with an ankle monitor on, which is really dumb. So it's like, if anything, just being involved in this happened. Like, everyone says there's no footage, there's no this and this. Then why is there so much? Maybe there doesn't have to be video evidence. Somebody described everything in detail. And don't think that everyone's going to stand tall with Pooh Shiesty. Those people will start taking deals. And trust me, nobody wants to do all this time. I think this is a situation that got out of hand, and I think Pooh Shiesty's dad had something to do with influencing this. And it's going to end in him going to jail for a long, long time. So Clarissa Shields reacted to Remy Ma's diss track to her. Remy Ma spit something over the WYFL rhythm. This is, you know, everybody was on this rhythm. Chronic Law did a good job. Vibes Cartel, and Skipper. They had the best ones to me, right? Movado was pretty good too. So Remy Ma chose this rhythm to go over, and she just destroys Clarissa Shields. Let's see. What's one part?
Guts, cause y'all really ugly, can't make this up.
She says, you're really ugly, you can't make this up, meaning makeup can't cover you anymore. Like, Clarissa Shields is always doing her makeup on there. She says, if you really got money, you're not shouting out prices. She's right about that. She talks about PAPOOSE, talking about the ghostwriter thing, and she's telling PAPOOSE ain't ghostwrite anything. And if he's such a hit maker, why doesn't he have any hits himself? It's a fact, you know?
Shit, and you keep jumping on my dick like a pogo stick.
Let's see what she say.
Bitch, hoes be doing the most over so dick.
She said PAPOOSE has so D. She said, I know how your man's neck work. It's trash. Blah, blah, blah.
Those hits, when they whole career, they ain't never ghost wrote shit.
Exactly. Like, PAPOOSE is a clown, bro. Like, Remy's...
Niggas claiming that they wrote those hits when...
He didn't... Yeah, PAPOOSE didn't write... that's what he says. I don't think he did.
Enough, but you don't talk about prices. When your bag is up, you keep...
She went off.
Work, you know you getting money when they Googling your net worth.
Let's see what else you say.
Niggas in the gangs really banging with me. And what you... I got these niggas in the South really hanging with me. Got these niggas in the gangs really banging with me.
Let's see, Remy.
In the feet giving shoe porn, listen.
just listen to WYFL. She destroys Clarissa Shields. Then she says, "You're not a baddie" or something like that, and then that's why Clarissa Shields responded like she's getting a baddie. She's going to be on the Baddie show on the Zeus Network. She went off on a Friday, on a late Friday. She just dropped it. I like it. Hers is called Crash Dummy too. It says Remy Ma, Crash Dummy. Or is Crash Dummy the producer? Yeah, I guess he's just the producer. Coincidentally, that Gucci Man dropped Crash Dummy today too, right? Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will check you guys on the next one. Smash the hype button. Make sure you subscribe. It's very important. And I'll check you guys later. Peace.